As you sit and reflect over blind spots you've seen in leaders, and you ask yourself, what are the blind spots I've seen in lots of leaders? Here are a few of them, 3 of them. Number 1 is leaders tend not to want to know what they're doing wrong. They want to hear what they're doing right. They don't want to know what they're doing wrong. So they don't ask even the most trusted friends, where are my blind spots? Where could I improve? They simply don't ask it. That's one of the most fundamental of all blind spots, is not asking a trusted leader, a trusted advisor, a trusted friend, a mentor. Where do you see my blind spots? What do you see that is hurting me that I don't see because it's a blind spot to me? That's number 1. Number 2 is one of the most frequent blind spots I've seen is actually distracting gestures. It's like doing things we're not aware of, but they're distracting to a conversation. I've seen a lot of people just do a variety of things, that itching their ears or something. In gambling, I'm not a gambler, but they talk about that as a tell. How can you tell what's going on in a person's thinking by what they do? And sort of, they just have things that they're not aware of. It tells you what kind of hand they've got. Well, to a leader, those distracting gestures are often a tell. They're things that distract them from the conversation, but you can also often tell where they're hiding, where they're nervous, where they're. It's like they'll start bumping, jiggling their knee, when they get nervous, when they get anxious, when they get fearful. So you can often tell with your staff, with someone you're negotiating with, what's really going on by distracting gestures. But in leadership, you're looking for how to do away with my own distracting gestures, my own blind spots, what I don't see about what I'm doing, what I shouldn't be doing, things that are distracting the conversation. That would be a second very common blind spot. The third would be lack of just plain manners. I have a client that was a very high-profile client, on television a lot, etc. One day I had to say to him, because he was getting into a major fundraising effort, and he was going to be involved with large donors, maybe going to country clubs or that kind of thing. And I had to say to him, my friend, let me ask you a question. Do you trust me to really watch out for your good? We were alone. You can't do this in public. We were totally alone. I said, do you trust me to have your best interest at heart? Well, sure. Why are you asking that? I said, do you trust me as one of the people that really want to see you just do well in life? Yes. He almost got irritated. I said, what I'm going to tell you, I don't mean to hurt you. I don't mean to make you feel bad. I don't mean any of that. But I said, there's something I need to tell you. He said, well, go ahead. I said, are you aware of the fact you eat with your mouth open? You just chomp at food. And he said, oh, I don't. I said, you do. And I said, if you're going to country clubs to ask for big money, you don't want to be doing that. I said, they see you as sort of a hillbilly hick. They'll see you as unsophisticated. They'll see you as not worthy of the money you're going to ask them. They'll be embarrassed by having you at the table with their friends. I said, you've got to get rid of that.